I'm Joy Gogan. My email is joysander@hotmail.com.
Great.
Thank you, Valerie.
What are you going to do for us, Joy?
I will be doing two monologues, one from The Cake by Becca Brunstetter and the character B from Three Tall Women by Edward Albee.
Great. Whenever you're ready.
See, what you have to do is really, truly follow the directions. I mean, people watch the baking shows on TV and they say to themselves, I can do that. I'm gonna bake a cake from scratch. And then they go home, they take all of the ingredients and they set them out on the counter. The first mistake they make, skimping. Skimping on milk, on butter, and go and try and use tofu butter or milk made out of nuts. What is this world? I mean, you gotta get the real stuff. And I'm not talking organic this or organic that. I mean, I do not care whether or not your eggs have been in a cage or whether or not they've been to the movies. I'm talking about the fat. You gotta get full fat, buddy. I mean, why go to Rome if you're not gonna eat the pasta? And second mistake they make, they will read in the cookbook, whisk in the wet ingredients and fold in the dry ingredients. But I don't have to do that, do I? I'm just gonna throw it in an ungreased pan at 350 and hope for the best. Well, I say to those people, you're wrong. You're wrong. If you're not going to give your time and your worship to directions that have been carefully crafted through trial and error, you might as well bake a darn cake from a box. And that tastes like Scotch tape dipped in Splenda, if you're asking. I mean, if you're going to do it from scratch, you got to follow the directions. Silly girl, silly, silly baby. Now, the happiest time? It's always now. I mean, this must be the happiest time, right? I mean, half of being an adult done, the other half ahead of me. Old enough to be a little wise, but past being really dumb. I mean, no offense. Enough shit gone through to know what's ahead of me, but I'm way past sitting and playing in it. I mean, this must be the happiest time, right? In theory, anyway. I mean, the wood may be rotten under your feet, and before you know it, you are up to your ass in sand and dry rot. Before you know it, before you can say, this must be the happiest time. I mean, what I like about being where I am, and 50 is a peak in the sense of a mountaintop. Well, 53, but thank you. I mean, what I like about being where I am is there's a lot I don't have to go through anymore. And for me, that doesn't mean shutting down. It actually opens up whole vistas of decline, obsolescence, peculiarity. And it's really interesting sitting right here on top of the middle. I mean, it's the only time that you get a 360-degree view. And wow, what a view. Thank you.
Thanks, Joy.